All right, hello everybody. We're going to be getting started just shortly. I'm finishing up sharing out all the links to all of the social media outlets, and then we will be getting started. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. Please remember that once you guys come in, please say hello in the chat below. I'm really excited for today's live stream. I hope you guys are too. In today's live stream, we're going to be creating a new health and wellness badge, merit badge, something I've been creating a lot of recently on Instagram, and I decided it was time that we create that here. I know last week we created a badge for my daily drawing lessons course, and I will be sharing that with you guys during today's live stream, the finished product of that, as well as the news on the daily drawing lessons course. So hopefully you guys will stick around. I'm just finishing up the last little bit, but we will be getting started shortly. All right. Hey, Barry Edwards. Hey, Shiraz. How are you guys doing today? You guys having a good Friday so far? Shiraz is probably what, Saturday for you, right? Because you're in India, right? And I'm saying right a lot. Jeez. All right. So we're getting started right now. There's only three people in here, but that's okay. In today's live stream Friday, I'm going to be creating a new health and wellness merit badge. This is going to be fun because it's something that I haven't done yet on the live streams. I actually have a badge in mind, but I only have like the outer edge of the badge created. I still have to figure out what is going to be in that main part. So it's going to be a little bit of Adobe Illustrator, and a little bit of Adobe Photoshop Sketch on the iPad Pro today, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what to expect for today's live stream. Hey, J.R. Henning, how are you doing today? Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day right now. It's a little messy in here. Tomorrow is going to be my day to clean up the entire studio. But yeah, and also my girlfriend is now officially, or should be officially, in Thailand right now. So I am now completely, yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much bored for about 3 weeks while she's in Thailand. So I'm hoping to be doing a lot more of these live streams. Also, new YouTube videos will be coming, and I'm already working on some ideas for a brand new course, even though I just shipped my first course this week. Also, working on 2 webinar ideas as well. I'm working on a lot of things, okay? Oh, okay. So close to Saturday, Shiraz. I was very close. I'm actually proud of that. I was pretty close to hitting it on the nail on the head. All right, so let's go ahead. While some more people come in, we're going to get started by talking about what we did last week. So last week, if you guys were in the live stream chat, you will have seen that I was working on a new badge for my new course, the Daily Drawing Lessons course. That went live on Wednesday. Here is the final look of the badge. This was the final badge that we created here, the Daily Drawing Lessons course badge. If you guys would like to check out the course, there is a link down in the show notes below. For the rest of the month of June 2018, or excuse me, the rest of the month of May 2018, the course will be on sale for $25. After that, it will be going up to $49. I will be having little specials here and there, but definitely go check that out. It is amazing to see just like the amount of people that purchased the course. I was expecting to maybe hit 30 or 40, or excuse me, 25 to 30 people purchasing the course this week. We hit this morning 50 people purchased the course. That is amazing. It got me so excited that so many people were purchasing the course that I decided to do a little something extra. If you guys are signed up to my mailing list, you have already heard about this morning. I am going to be holding a webinar. I'm going to be doing a webinar on June 1st. So that will be taking place of the live stream on June 1st, but it'll be a webinar for all of those who have purchased the Daily Drawing Lessons course. The webinar will be primarily a Q&A session where we can go through all the stuff that is inside of the course. We're going to be talking about each section, each chapter. I'm going to be answering everybody's questions and doing some live demos for you directly on there. So if you guys want to get free access to that webinar, you'll have to purchase the course, and you might want to do it before the price jumps up to the original price, even though it hasn't been the original price yet, of $49. So definitely go check out the link down in the show notes down below. There's also, down in the show notes, there's a little brief of what's included in that course, but hopefully you guys enjoy it if you guys purchase it or you have already purchased it. So thank you so much for those who have. Let's see. Shariz, how do you manage all the things you're working on? How many hours do you sleep? I sleep between 6 to 8 hours, sometimes 5 hours. That's about average. While my girlfriend's in Thailand, I'm going to probably be getting up early each day just so I can work on more stuff. Sorry if you guys hear little crunching sounds of my dog biting on a bone in the background. But I'm hoping to really get a little bit more management. I also have one way that I help organize things. I have sticky notes. So like this sticky note, next course ideas. I go through, and every time I finish up a sticky note, I will put it on this spike here. I actually just cleaned it off of all the old sticky notes. That's one way that I help to organize all the things that I'm working on. I just look at the list of things up here, and I figure out, okay, what should I work on now? What should I work on later? I also look at different client stuff on there as well. Let's see. Thanks, Jer Henning. Hey, Garafi. I'm gonna say Garafi because I still cannot pronounce that first name, but I remember you from I think last week's live stream. Thank you so much for coming back again. Just to share with you guys once again, this was the final badge that we created for the Daily Drawing Lessons course, which is now on sale. I also created another badge specifically for the actual Daily Drawing Lessons YouTube series. It's something I started back in 2017, and it's something that will be continuing on. I decided that I would start creating smaller videos that would eventually be used for future content in the Daily Drawing Lessons course series. That's right. The course is going to be a continued series, not just one-off. There will be other things. I already have an idea for the next one, which will be drawing objects, learning like quick, easy ways to go about drawing objects. So that is coming. But yeah, I really love this badge. I decided to completely change up the color scheme from going with like a blue color scheme, which fit my brand, to now branching onto a different one. I love this badge. I hope you guys do too. I think I might actually get some stickers made for it. And maybe that might be a fun giveaway for the live stream. Alright, so let's get back to the webcam. Alright, like I said earlier, for those of you who might have tuned in after the fact, today we are going to be creating a brand new health and wellness merit badge. For those of you who don't know, I've been on this health and wellness kick lately. I'm actually doing keto right now. I'm about 2 weeks into keto. I've had a couple of little hiccups, but I feel like I'm doing a lot better. I can actually feel my stomach actually loosening up. So that's actually pretty cool for just 2 weeks of being on keto. It's been something that's definitely been a little bit difficult, but it has been fun. Uh, Today we're going to be creating a wellness badge based on an idea that some people had on Instagram, which was a vegetable badge. Now, I have already created, I'm going to move over my screen so I can actually just show you guys on here. There we go. So I've already created this like outline for the badge, this like badge shape here, along with like this little indicator for like how many weeks I've done this or how many weeks anyone has done this. This is my actual working file for all of my health and wellness badges here. You can see some of the older ones, like the original Salads for a Week badge. This was the first badge I created. Then the Walking for a Week badge. And then followed by the Drinking Water and the Keto badge down here. So this is a fun series I've been working on for a while now, and I'm really interested in continuing it, and hopefully, I don't know what's going to come of it, whether it's going to be maybe some stickers are going to come from it, or if it's going to be something like an app. I don't know. I'd have to talk to my friends who are app developers what they think about it. But this is going to be a fun project for today's live stream. Again, this is the outline for the badge that we are going to be working with. I'm going to just copy over one here so we can have that. We're going to be jumping into Adobe Photoshop Sketch to figure out some ideas for this badge. I don't know how far we're going to get. Last week's course badge, we didn't finish it. I don't think we actually did the color. Today I will try to do color for this badge. Oh, and before we jump into that, let me just show you guys. This is actually the working file for all of the brand elements for the Daily Drawing Lessons course. These are all the brand elements I created since last Friday. I think I stopped creating things in here on, I want to say Monday. So over the weekend, I created a bunch of stuff. You can see some of the color options here that I was toying with the Daily Drawing Lessons course. I didn't like how the blue worked here. I almost was going to go for this palette or even this palette here, but this one was the winner for me because of the fact that I had the yellows and oranges for an actual pencil, and as well as the brown here for the pencil lead. So this was some of the options that I went through, and these are some of the elements I created for the course, including this fun new badge that I definitely am going to make a sticker out of for the Daily Drawing Lessons series on YouTube. All right, so back to this here. And by the way, guys, if you guys have any questions whatsoever about what you're seeing, please feel free to ask away. I always love to answer all of your guys' questions. Let's see. I'm going to prepare. Let me switch back to my webcam. And we're going to go ahead and get started by preparing for using the iPad Pro to sketch out some ideas. Okay. So one moment while I get this up. If you guys have any questions while we're waiting for this to get set up, please feel free to ask down in the chat. And again, if you guys haven't already, please go check out the Daily Drawing Lessons course. Hopefully some of you guys will sign up for this, and you guys will get the free webinar that I'm going to be hosting for this at the end, at June 1st. If you guys aren't able to make it to the webinar, I will be doing, saving it out, and I will share it with you guys once the course is live, or excuse me, once the webinar has been completed. There will be an actual link to the recorded webinar. I still don't know how I'm going to have it set up. It'll probably be through YouTube Live. It will be through a private live stream, and I may be sharing access to my private Slack channel from a previous webinar I did at the beginning of the year. So definitely check that out if you guys would like to purchase the course. But yeah, so I've got the iPad Pro now set up. I'm going to be switching over. Again, if you guys have any questions whatsoever throughout this entire process, please ask in the chat. I'm always interested in helping you guys out and answering any and all questions you guys might have. All right, so let's go and switch over to the iPad Pro. All right, so right now, let me get my grab my pencil. I'm also putting on my my little glove thing here that I use for so that my hand doesn't slip across the screen. Okay. Alright, so the basic shape that we have here for this badge is something along the lines of this. And I think you guys might even remember I was almost going to use the same kind of shape for the badge for the Daily Drawing Lessons course last week. Alright, we have things split up where we have the text down here. We have this little number indicator for how many weeks we have. We have a nice little border. And so now we need to figure out what goes in this space here. So does anybody have any suggestions of what they think should go there? I have a couple ideas I'm going to sketch out, but I would love to hear any ideas that you guys might have for this badge. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just sketch out a rough outline of this. All right. My thought is actually potentially taking something that we used in the Keto Challenge badge and implementing it here. It's actually one of the vegetables that I hate the most, which is broccoli. Guys, I absolutely hate broccoli. I don't know about you. I hate it. My girlfriend loves it. She loves to even just cook it in the microwave, and it's so bad. I can't stand the smell of cooked broccoli. When I have eaten broccoli, I've eaten it raw, or I've slipped it into like salads or into my omelets. But I hate broccoli. In my keto badge. Hold on, I'm going to switch back to my webcam because something happened with the iPad Pro. I didn't realize that. Hopefully you guys saw a good chunk of this before it messed up. Let's see. There we go. All right, we're back. Okay. I don't know why that switched off. All right. So like something like this where it just has like a broccoli floret, maybe having some other vegetables in the background. So like bringing in some other elements, like having some lettuce leaves over here. Let's see, what else could we possibly do? I'm trying to think of some more vegetables that will also still be keto. Let's see. I'm actually going to do a quick Google search. So let's actually grab a new window. And we're going to type in vegetables. All right, so let's see what we could possibly take from here and add into this badge. Of course, we have lettuce. The one thing is here, I'm trying to keep it within keto. I might still have elements that aren't exactly keto in here, and that's okay. Let's see. Because we can have in here, we can definitely put in some onions in here. Let's go ahead and jump. Oops, sorry, you guys aren't seeing this because I did not switch to the Mac screen. There we go. So I did a quick Google search of vegetables just to like look at what we could possibly include in here. There's a lot of different options for us to include. I'm gonna probably include stuff that isn't exactly keto, just because it shouldn't be just limited to keto. But we'll see. Let's see. I think definitely including lettuce is a good idea. I would try and include asparagus, but I actually tried to include that in the keto badge, and it was so hard to create. I don't understand why it was that hard, but it really was hard to create. Let's see. We could definitely include some celery stalks. That would be pretty good. If celery stalks isn't keto, I would be shocked. Let's see. This one actually, the mixture of vegetables and fruit. You know what we could do is we could actually make that broccoli floret a cauliflower floret. That's another thing I can't stand, and yet keto cauliflower is like a major part of keto, especially making like cauliflower rice. I bought some cauliflower to make that, and I still have not made it because I'm scared to death of making it. Ugh. Let's see. We can put some onions maybe in there. Okay, let's jump back into the iPad Pro. All right. So, yeah, I think we can like have some sort of like lettuce leaves here. We're gonna do different lettuce leaves and stuff like that than we did for the keto badge. We'll say that for right now, this is maybe cauliflower. Hopefully, I'm spelling it right. Let's see. We can add in here maybe some green beans. We'll say that these are green beans right here. And then let's see, what else could we add? Because I almost want it to be very green. Because for me, like it's very rare I actually eat green vegetables, and so I think green is going to be the biggest part of this. Maybe we could even add in some other leaves, like this could be a cabbage leaf or something like that. Over here, just breaking through the actual barrier of the badge itself, similar to what we did with the keto badge. Let's see, what else could we add? I'm still looking at the reference material here. Here, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can get a better view of that. Sorry for it being zoomed out a bit. All right. Peppers aren't vegetable. Peppers are fruit. So I don't know why peppers keep popping up in these. It's really interesting. I mean, we can include. Oh no, I had carrots. I don't want to have too many elements I had in the keto badge here. Let's see. What are some suggestions for some vegetables from you guys? Love to hear that. Let's add some more. If we decide to add some color in, let maybe have some like radishes in here. Maybe a couple of them. I don't know. I think there's like multiple things that we can do here. And we don't have to go completely off of the sketch. As we start creating things in the badge itself, we can change things around to whatever we think might be the best option. So I think that's good for like just like a rough idea for this badge. I think we're going to just jump right into working on the iMac. Let's jump in here. All right, let me close out my iPad Pro. Whoops. Sorry, kiddo. Scared my dog. My keyboard slipped out of my hands. All right, so let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go here, and I'm actually going to take this broccoli design that I created for the keto badge. I'm going to bring it over here so we can see what it would look like. Whoops. As the main element here. So we're going to paste that there. Get it in the center. And then we're going to zoom in. All right. We're going to paste it behind this. All right, let's break it out of here a little bit. I like to do this because it helps to the composition be a little bit more organic. We're talking about vegetables, and I mentioned organic. Hopefully I'm not just laughing to myself. Okay, so that looks good. All right, so I definitely feel like this is a good step forward, but we definitely need to add in more elements because just having broccoli in here is not going to do it justice, and it also feels a little bit too easy because we already created the broccoli up here. So what I think we're going to do is next we're going to try and create a couple different ideas for like lettuce. Lettuce, oh god, lettuce is hard. I actually changed up. If you guys notice in the keto badge, I just created these like spinach leaf looking elements because lettuce leaves is actually pretty difficult to do. But one thing we are also going to take is we're going to take these here because we're going to need to have probably some sort of background elements back here. And so I created these like cloud things to show a little bit of density in the background of the keto badge, and we'll use those again here for this badge. Okay, so we're just going to copy this over. All right, let's rotate this one a little bit just to give it a little bit of a different angle. Okay, and now we're going to do a clipping mask here. Actually, first let's change the colors of this so that the broccoli, whoops, the broccoli has its own color, or excuse me, gray. There we go. Let's bring this down a little bit. Yeah, we'll bring it down some. We'll group those together. Now we'll grab this background shape here. We'll select those, paste this in front, and then just hit Command 7 to make the clipping mask. And we'll fix this just so it looks a little bit better. Do the same thing over here. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Hey, Jimmy, Jimmy, how are you doing today? All right, so we got those in there. That's looking good. Okay, so now let's figure out what else we're gonna put in here. So we're gonna try some things. This is for some, like every time I go to try and create a good shape for lettuce, it always turns out funky. Cause like, let's look back at the first badge. These things here, like I want to go back and redo the salad badge just because I'm not a fan of these shapes here. Not a big fan of this. So I need to create something different. I think what we'll do is we're going to start, whoops, let me grab the gray color. We're going to start doing this badge this way. We'll see how this works because this is one way of going about creating these. All right. So we're going to select this. We're not going to select it all. And we're going to go up here to the top area. And where it says convert, we're going to click this angle here. Convert selected anchors to smooth. All right. We're going to do the same thing down here. Okay. Not a big fan of how this turned out. Actually, let's try something different. Let's actually go in and try doing corners. Ooh, there we go. Now we're cooking. All right, so let's do that down here as well. That's looking better. Now we still need to do a different one because I'm not a big fan of this. I think we need more points, but that is feeling a whole lot better. All right, so let's undo because we're going to go through and we're going to add some more points here. All right, we're going to just drag these up. We're going to use the, whoops, we're going to use the, hit the plus on the keyboard to get the pen tool with the plus. We're going to just do 2 here and 2 here. Just eyeballing, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to press S for scale, and we're going to drag those out. We're going to drag these up a little bit just to give it some space. And notice like these are, it's not perfectly even, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be even. All right, so we're going to select this, and we're going to go for corners. That is feeling so much better to me. I'm loving this. This is looking so much better. Yep, I love this. All right, I'm going to take this corner here, and I'm going to increase that a bit just to round that out, just to see how it looks. Looking pretty good, but you know what? I think we're going to do something different here. We're actually going to take this, and we're going to take out that. And instead, we are going to get, we're going to use the handles like we said earlier, where we're going to take it, we're going to get, press Shift C to get this little icon here, and we're going to mess with the handles by themselves. Okay. And that way we have the leaf is coming to a point here. All right, so that's looking good. Now we can round out this point now, that's fine. There we go. So we're going to get rid of this one. We don't need that anymore. Now we're going to we're going to use a pen tool again. And we're going to create a stem. So we're going to make that stroke. We're going to make it a lighter color than what's already on there. We're going to get our strokes. We're going to up it a little bit. I'm going to say to 5. Yeah, 5 looks good. Yeah, and then we're going to apply a width profile. Okay, that's starting to feel good. Let's up it to, let's see, just 10. 10. Yep, that feels good. All right, we're going to drag this up here. And then we're also going to go through and see how it looks. Right now we have it, this is pretty simple. This is actually perfect. But let's just see how it looks just by adding a couple more pieces to the stem. All right, let's go back in here and apply the similar thing. We're going to drop it down. We'll say to 6. That looks good. We're going to drag a copy of that down. We're going to grab these points. And we're just going to, whoops. We're going to drag these points down. And we'll drag this down too so that it still has a similar shape to the one up here. All right, that looks good. Now let's drag one more. Not bad. I'm still in the ropes. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we keep it to where we have the additional little stems coming off, or should it be more like this? Actually, let's try something. I'm going to try a little something. Ah, okay. I like that. So let's go ahead and delete these. And we'll do one more. Let's make sure that when we go to transform, let's turn off the scale strokes because we don't want that. That way when we do this, it keeps the original size. I'm going to drag this down. And then we're going to drag these down. Okay, just trying some things, just trying to see what works and what doesn't. This is feeling pretty good. I actually kind of like this, so we're going to group these together. Now, I might actually even use these for the new salad badge that I plan to create, because this turned out pretty good. I'm really liking this. Alright, so we're going to actually undo that, and we're going to go back to our transform and turn the scale stroke effect on. Because what that does is when we scale, the strokes will actually decrease or increase depending on how much we alter it. Alright, so we're going to take that, we're going to rotate another one of these, we're going to send it behind it. We're actually going to paste them behind the broccoli. Make this one maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're going to darken up these. Actually, yeah, we're going to darken these up so that we have some difference between the broccoli. Okay, that's looking good. Let's change up these. We'll do stroke weight. Whoop. 1 second. Just got a message from my girlfriend who just landed in Thailand. Oh, you actually like the top one better, Jimmy? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, we'll see how this works. Because yeah, now I'm looking at it and I kind of see that it is a bit busy. So I might go through and actually remove those. Just one moment. Okay. We're using the what is it called, the What's app or whatever it's called from, I guess, Facebook, and that's how we're communicating. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's try Jimmy's suggestion. We'll actually darken these up. Or darken that up. Grab these background elements. There we go. All right, so let's take this. We'll group this together. Let's decrease this a bit. Increase that. We'll probably just do 2. I think 2 is fine. All right, we'll make this just slightly darker. We'll send that back a little bit. Increase the size. And that's looking good. All right, so we got this here. We'll probably, there might be a little bit of stuff I might mess around with this just to see what works. Yeah, I know, right? I've been, she's been, she flew, her plane flew out yesterday at noon. She got to Hong Kong last night and had a layover in Hong Kong, and then went, now she just landed in Thailand. So now my worry is just like worried about, you know, her being in Thailand and everything. This is like her first time ever traveling anywhere by herself. So a little nervous. I just don't want to have to go like Liam Nielsen, you know, from Taken. That's like my biggest fear. So, all right. So we got the like lettuce leaves here. I think, let's see. Let's go back. I'm gonna look back at the sketch to get an idea of what else we had in here. Let's pull up here so we can see. All right. What's gonna work good? I think green beans is going to be a good next addition. Something small to include in there. Yeah, something small to include in there would be pretty good. Okay, so let's see. Do we have a good image of green beans? There's some. All right, so I'm gonna wing this. Probably they might look a little bit more like peas, but we can always mess with this later. All right, we're gonna round these edges here just slightly. Not bad. That's a pretty good green bean. Let's look. Actually, let's Google it just so we can, because I want to make sure that we have some good detail. Actually, here we go. Here's a good image. I just wish it was larger. Maybe here's one. There we go. All right, so we're looking at the green beans here. Okay, so that gives me a little bit more of an idea of like how they should be structured. So we'll actually increase the size a bit here. We'll add a little bit of a line. We'll decrease the color of this too, or the shade. All right, just like that. Increase the size a bit. We'll add some width profile to this. Let's see what this one. Nope, need something else. That looks pretty good. So we're going to take this and we're going to make a clipping mask for this little thing here. We might drag this up here. All right, let's look back at that example again. Because I see there's like these little caps here. So we're going to take this, we're going to create a slightly lighter shade. just like that. And we're going to create a little cap. Cap for this. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's rotate it just a little bit. Increase the size. Actually, let's remove the corners because we need to fix this a little bit. There we go. The one thing is when you don't want to move corner, you don't want to like go and do this, because once you move that, now none of the corners can be edited anymore. So you always want to decrease, remove the corner rounded, and then do it again. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so we got the cap there. It's looking good. Let's actually make this the same color as this. Alright, so I feel like that's pretty good. You know, we can probably just remove this part. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so we got this. We're going to group this together, copy it. We're going to paste it. Rotate this a bit. Okay. Just want to change this here a little. That way we can make sure this pops good. And it's okay because it's okay to have it this color right now. We'll just have like two. We'll do a third one. We'll do a third one here. But we'll do it where we don't have the caps. There we go. I'll send this backwards. Behind this guy. Oops. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Alright. So now we have some green beans in there. Hopefully those are considered vegetables. I consider them vegetables. People can fight me on it, but that's a vegetable to me. Let's do one more thing with those. We're going to change this to where it's shorter, just to give it some variety. There we go. Alright, so we got green beans in there. What else can we add? I'm still going to say peppers are not a vegetable. I don't care what they show in here, but they are not a vegetable. Alright, let's do maybe, let's see. We'll do a couple more. We'll do one more on this side, and then we'll do about 2 or 3 different ones on this side. What those are, I have no idea. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I guess one thing we could... Well, no. I don't like that one in there. Let's see. Alright, I have to Google it. Are peppers a vegetable? Huh. Okay. Let's see. This is always interesting to learn. Bell peppers are actually fruits, and so are cucumbers, green beans, and red chilies. The bell pepper is the only member of the capsicum family that does not produce capsaicin, which is known, let's see, actually fruit. So wait, I wonder then, are jalapenos a fruit? Huh, okay. So yeah, so I guess peppers are not a fruit. I had an idea that was true. Actually, no, we're going to say that the main thing here is broccoli, because looking at these images here of cauliflower, they are different. So I don't want to really go too much into that. I think, let's see, what's another good one that we can do? We could do green onions, which is actually one of my favorites. I love green onions. Let's see. I might actually take a break, a water break, but it'll just be one moment. My girlfriend is messaging me, so I will be right back. Oh, really, Barry? So peppers are culinarily a vegetable. So they are a vegetable then. Yeah, green onions are definitely one of my favorites. I love green onions. I think the one thing is that I feel like creating them here might not be very good, because if we have them below this dark shape. Oh, excuse me. Let me jump back into here. If we have the green onions behind this, then you won't be able to see like the main part of the green onions like you normally would. But we can always try. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so we'll actually do a stack of them. Okay, so we'll do that. Because green onions go a certain way. Really, Barry? That's really interesting, because like I've always considered them a fruit. There we go. That looks good. Now that one will actually round. decrease the size of that. Put at 15. Okay, so now create another one over here. We'll actually increase the size of this one to break it out of the rest of them. All right, and then we'll just copy that over. Okay, so I mean that actually helps Barry, because now we can actually have a little bit more color diversity in this badge as well, because otherwise it would have been a very, very green badge. Okay, so with these guys back here, we're going to make them a little bit darker, just to give some contrast. Okay. So we got some green onions going right here. So I'm going to expand this one, because I wasn't originally going to use this as the bulb, but I kind of like it. So I'm just going to grab, expanded it, and now I'm just going to grab the knife tool, and I'm going to cut it. So now we can go and make this lighter. And we'll do the same thing for this one here. And then we'll do one back here, but it doesn't have to be rounded. All right. We'll need to fix this, because I already see a problem, but that's okay. Let's darken this up. Because we got to make sure that this actually covers all of that. Okay, so this is going to be mainly beneath everything, so we're going to group these together and copy them. Yeah, that's good to know, because I eat a lot of peppers in my omelets, so I'm glad to know that I am getting vegetables. Same with green onions. I eat so many green onions. I actually, to help with saving time when it comes for me making my omelets, I actually cut up my my green onions and my red bell peppers ahead of time and just put them in the freezer. A little culinary talk in today's episode. I cut them up and I go through and just take them out when I need them, cook them and everything like that. And it just helps out. It saves a lot of time. All right, so let's go back to our reference material. so, whoops. The benefits of vegetables. Alright, so I think what we can do is we can do something similar to this here. Alright, so let's see how we can get it. We'll use this shade here. I'm just going to try and eyeball it. How it's going to work, I have no idea, but we'll try it anyway. Alright, let's do this. We'll do that there as well. Let me zoom in so you guys can really see what I'm doing here. It's looking good. It's actually I'm actually a little bit pleasantly surprised by this. All right, so let's we're gonna make this a 4-sided pepper. I don't know if you guys know much about picking peppers, but 4-sided peppers are the sweeter pepper. Okay. Gonna bring this down a little bit. Whoops. What happened? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste a copy of the background, and we're going to take this and we're going to divide it. I have no idea how this is going to look, but we can always try. I don't like it. It's that simple. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use strokes probably to help form this. So alright, so we got that. Okay, that's looking good. Let's decrease the tone of this. Okay. That's starting to feel better. kind of looking a little bit like buttocks or some muscular guy's ripped chest. Yes, that's correct, Jimmy. Yeah, for some reason the female peppers are the sweeter peppers. All right, so now we have this. So let's go through and put in what will be the green part of the pepper. Okay, now let's create the actual stem. Hopefully you guys are really enjoying this. I literally have no idea how this is going to turn out. There we go. I like that. So we'll take this, group it. Actually, we'll put this in front of this giant head of broccoli. Whoops. There we go. Group. What do you guys think? You guys think this is a winner? I like it. I like it. There we go. All right, yeah, things are really shaping up here. We're going to take these and we're going to increase up, move them up. I do want some of this to be peeking through. Actually, let's see what it looks like without. Yeah, we'll have a little bit peeking through. This side, though, we can actually bring it all the way up if we can select it. Okay. Yeah, so this is looking really good. I think what I'm going to do is I will probably add some more elements to it. Let's see, go ahead and save this. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some more elements to it. I need to figure those out. I think that is actually probably going to be it for today's live stream, though. I actually just realized my phone just notified me I have a meeting I forgot all about. So I'm going to have to unfortunately cut today's live stream a little short. It's only going to be an hour or so long. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I also want you guys to remember that my daily drawing lessons course is now live. You can check out down in the show notes below. Check it out. It's on sale right now for only $25. It will be going up to the main price of $49 starting in June. And the cool thing is that June 1st, I'm going to be holding, instead of holding a live stream Friday like I normally do, I'm going to be holding a 2 to 3 hour webinar where it's going to be pretty much nothing but a giant Q&A session for the Daily Drawing Lessons course. I will also be doing live drawing demonstrations during that time. So definitely check out the Daily Drawing Lessons course. Also, in the future, there's going to be more daily drawing lesson videos coming to YouTube. So definitely check those out. I'm really excited about this Daily Drawing Lessons course. It's exceeded my expectations for this first week of it being for sale. And I want to thank everybody who's watching or who will be watching who has already purchased the course. Thank you so much. I'm going to be working on this badge over the weekend, and hopefully we'll have it finished, and I'll be sharing it on Instagram if you guys want to check that out. Everything is at Rocky Rourke. You can check down. Let's see, down right there. You can see my social media tag. As always, guys, remember to stay passionate, stay positive, and stay creative. Especially now. This is a crazy time of the year. All these crazy things are going on in the news and everything like that. Please try and stay passionate, positive, and creative. Hopefully you guys will have a great weekend. I hopefully will. It might be a little bit boring, but I'm probably going to keep myself busy with a lot of work and probably going to the movies as well. But hopefully I will see you guys next week, next Friday, during my next daily drawing lesson, or not my daily drawing lessons, during my next live stream Friday live stream. If you guys have any suggestions as to what you would like to see in future live streams, please let me know. Probably next week we might actually do a deep dive into talking more about freelance or something else. I have no idea. All right, everybody. See you guys later, Jimmy. See you later, Barry. Thank you guys so much for being in the audience for so long. And I will see you guys next week. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.